$5 shows, man.
Okay, Huey, I think we're all set for you.
Really? Oh.
Okay, this is it. We're back. We're back. I told you we'd be back, right?
Hey, wow, look at the stereo.
No, don't touch that. It's not a stereo.
What is it?
It's what it is.
Now, I know it's been a few years. But Hollywood finally called. That's it. Your favorite group is in the movie business.
What's going on in there?
Music.
What kind of music?
Dancing. Rock and roll. Huey.
This is the place. Gotta get in there. They're expecting me.
Come on, let's go.
Keep an eye on my machine. Don't touch anything. I'll be right back.
And I know it's a good song. And, I mean, it's got to be a good movie. They even got jackets. Gonzo, show them the jacket. Check this out. For real. Here it is, the moment you've been waiting for. From the big smash hit movie, our latest single, The Power of Love.
Thanks, Doc. What a great trip.
Buenas, 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 buenas. Ah, qué justo que lo hice. Qué justo que lo hice. Estaba viendo, estaba aprovechando y también estaba viendo... No me cobraron la billetera.
¿Eso es bueno o malo?
No lo sé. I don't know. The truth is, I don't know. En Amazon no está como rechazada la compra. Supongo que eso es bueno. Hoy estuve metiéndome en el VIP todo el día. No sé si está funcionando el VIP bien. Todo el día metiéndome y en la parte de últimos consumos, de autorizaciones pendientes, dicen momentáneamente el servicio no está disponible en estos momentos. Inténtelo más tarde. Cuando voy a la página de este lugar de Visa, no me aparece nada tampoco. Así que no sé si me están cobrando... Yo que estaba como tan entusiasmado con el tema... compremos en Amazon, compremos en Amazon. Bueno, ven por qué no compramos en Amazon. Pero bueno.
Amazon no auspicia este programa.
Porque tal cual, Amazon no nos auspicia. El día que Amazon nos auspicie, vamos a hablar bien de Amazon. Igual hablamos bastante bien de Amazon porque, bueno, hablamos.
Amazon quiere que hablemos bien, que nos auspicie.
Que nos pague. Claro, tal cual. No sé bueno, sí, que nos pague, que nos pague. Yo con que nos pague es suficiente. No es necesario que... No cerrás igualmente ahí, porque como que está fresquito acá adentro. No es necesario que me manden cosas. Porque bueno, hasta que no cambien algunas leyes de importación acá, va a seguir siendo un dolor de huevos importar algo. Pero bueno, Matu Morel. ¿Cómo va Matu Morel? ¿Qué?
Que si nos quieren mandar cosas, que manden.
No, con lo que... ¿Quién más escribió que no apareció acá en el chat?
¿Quieren mandar cosas?
Por YouTube me escribieron. ¡Ah, ya! ¡Esa es nueva! ¡Esa es nueva! tenemos una nueva actividad en... Nos están escribiendo por YouTube. Pero no llego a leer quién. Y la producción no me estarías diciendo.
Esta persona que está acá es igual.
Pero tal cual, hombre, el que tiene el cosito ahí.
Hernán Márquez dice.
Ah, ¿fuiste vos? Pregunto sin ofender. ¿Eres gay? ¿Y a vos qué te parece? Sin ofensa la respuesta, por favor, no lo tomes a mal. ¿A vos qué te parece con esto acá colgado? Pero, Matu, por favor. No, si lo voy a tener acá colgado porque nos gustan los colores. No hay ninguna ofensa. Vos te vas a comprar la comida, ¿no?
Sí.
No. No es ninguna ofensa, pero por favor, basta de en el 2024 preguntar si la gente se ofende por preguntar si uno se la come o no se la come. ¿Me la como y qué? Pero bueno, arrancamos un poco más tarde hoy. Yo había prometido arrancar a las 19. Lo sé. Me estoy yendo de tema. Amazon. No sé. La verdad no sé qué va a pasar con Amazon. Yo compré algo con esto de la tarifa plana, ahora $5. No, I don't know. Estoy pensando en comprarme algo un poquito más importante para regalo de Navidad. Así que bueno, veremos también si convenzo a señor marido de que me deje comprarme eso, porque ya veo que llego con eso y me echa de casa. No, ¿qué me vas a echar de casa? Si le encantan estas cosas. I don't know. Se hace el duro y... Mirá, no me hagas hablar. Gracias, hermano, sos un Chad. Tenés mal la categoría. ¿Por qué? No tengo mal la categoría, porque ahora vamos a jugar. Esto es un pedacito de tuki. Pero bueno, arranqué un poquito más tarde porque teníamos una State of Play. La verdad, interesante. DLC de Astrobot. Bastante DLC nombraron. Pero bueno, no importa. DLC de Astrobot. DLC de... Para que me lo anoté. Lo vamos a ir borrando. DLC de Astrobot. ¿Qué más nombraron de DLC? Palworld ya está hoy en venta en PlayStation. Me sorprendió. Yo lo jugué en Xbox. Nos gustó. Nos terminó aburriendo. DLC hoy... 2 de el juego de las tortugas ninja, Radical Reptiles. Y además, con bombo y platillo, que el soundtrack renovado y que... A nadie le importa el soundtrack. Anunciaron el DLC Ladris, gritan ladris. El DLC de Keanu Reeves, poniéndole la voz a Shadow en el juego nuevo de Sonic. Ladri. Anunciaron el DLC de Alan Wake 2, que sale en octubre, que está conectado con Control. ¿Qué más? En tema DLC, anunciaron también, otra vez, Ladris, con bombo y platillo. El pantalla dividida en Lego Fortnite. Dale. ¿En serio vas a usar una State of Play para anunciar eso? Y además, un DualSense horrible, lindo el color, pero horrible. ¿Qué más anunciaron en DLC? También, con bombo y platillo, que el soundtrack de Stellar Blade está en Spotify, que hay un modo de foto ahora en Stellar Blade, y que va a haber una colaboración con Nier Automata. Dejen morir a ese juego de una vez por todas. ¿Qué más anunciaron medio ladris? Vamos a sacar lo que es medio ladris de una. Nuevos colores en DualSense y placas para la consola. Otra vez el robo de PS5 Pro. No es un robo el tema del PS5 Pro, sino cómo lo anuncian. Esta cosa de ponerte uno al lado del otro y te das cuenta que el juego no funcionaba así originalmente. Dale, todos jugamos The Last of Us, parte 2, y no se jugaba así. Entiendo que quieras mentir un poquito. Pero bueno, y ahora a lo un poquito copado. De los creadores de Lost in Random, un juego en Clay Motion. Parece interesante. Dos Souls-like, que sabemos que soy malísimo con los Souls-like, así que Hell is Us y algo que no sé cómo se hace, Arch Age Chronicles, no sé cómo se dice. Metro Awakening para realidad virtual. Dos remasterizaciones que una me copó mucho. Una es la de Lunar, juegos de PS1. Y la otra, esperen que lo borro, que estaba... Ay, que ya lo borré. No, acá. Los de Legacy of Kain. Legacy of Kain, Soul River 1 y 2. Chicos, se lo tienen que comprar. No dejen morir ese juego. Anunciaron también el de la realidad virtual de Hitman. Y después que me interesó, Dead Space, el último, sale ahora en octubre para PS Plus. The Last of Us parte 1, este jueves para PS Plus. El otro robo, Horizon Zero Dawn Remaster. $10 si tenés el original para subirlo a PS5. Ladri total. Lego Horizon Adventures, ladri total. Un par de juegos que la verdad me chupan 3 quinotos. Y Ghost of Yotei, ¿se dice así? Yotei. No me conquiste en Japón, por favor. Bueno, sí conquistame, no tengo ningún problema. Que sería la secuela espiritual de Ghost of Tsushima. Esas fueron las novedades. Vamos a pasar al chat, que veo que me están hablando mucho y que no sé qué está pasando. ¿Qué es esto? ¡Hola, miércoles! ¿Pero qué pasó acá? Buenas, soy nueva. Hola, ¿qué tal, Guadalibrandi? Robertinsk, buenas. Hola, ¿qué tal? Oli, viejo tierno. Scarlett. ¡Qué hija de puta! Bueno, te saludamos a vos también, corazón. Viejo tierno, pero ¿por qué? ¡Pelotuda! Bueno, listo. Sacado de tema todo el asunto. No, me sacaron de. Me sacaron de eje con lo de viejo tierno. Siendo las 8 de la noche, ¿vamos a arrancar con el juego? Así que, bueno. Pasemos a lo que nos compete. Back to the Future. Banco el juego. Es la primera vez que lo voy a jugar porque cuando yo estaba en pleno pase de consolas cuando salieron estos juegos. Pará, no, nunca puse. Ahí estamos. Ahora sí. ¿Se escucha? Está como bajito, ¿no? Yo lo escucho bajito por lo menos. ¿Por qué lo escucho tan bajito? Bueno, ¿qué se le va a hacer? Es lo que hay. Es de Telltale. Telltale hizo en el 2010, 2011 un intríngulis con Universal para sacar 2 juegos. Y durante mucho tiempo fue uno de los más exitosos de Telltale. Uno era este, el otro era el de Jurassic Park. Los dos son 5 episodios, típico juego de Telltale. Bueno. Veamos con qué nos encontramos. The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead lo jugué en Vita. Bueno, bienvenidos a todos los que están charlando en Twitch. Chicos. Ay, se dejó el celular acá, señor marido. A ver si lo podemos poner por lo menos con subtítulos en español. Level, subtitles on, por las dudas. Bueno, ahí vamos. Ay, Ustedes no se dan una idea de lo que quería jugar yo este juego. Before would you like to see notification when Marty has a new goal? Sí, dale. Para los que no saben, somos un... Ah, no, para. Después hacemos... Después vendemos.
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Aini.
Todo esto pasa después de Volver al Futuro 3. Esto sería Volver al Futuro 4. Es canon. Esto es canon.
Whoa, okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
Nunca lo terminé el de The Walking Dead. Después, bueno, lo pusieron
You got that
gratuito
thing
en
hooked up to
un
the
montón de lados.
Car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car. The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this. What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Ah, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Perdón. La cámara me estaba... ¡Pará! Doc Borwn, por favor. La cámara me está sacando de quicio. Pará. Déjame ver. ¿Por qué ahora? Sos conchudita, Bueno, ¿me van a ver desaparecer? No sé por qué me está haciendo eso la cámara, Sépanlo. ¿Volvemos? ¿Volvimos bien? ¿Volvimos bien? Sí. Bueno, sigamos. Antes, a lo importante. Les decía. Sí, por el momento. Robert, esto es todo por el momento. Sabelo. Para la gente nueva que está acá. Hola, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos. Somos un grupo de desquiciaditos de el Sindicato de Obras Sanitarias de la provincia de Buenos Aires en la Argentina. Yo aviso por las dudas, por si nos están viendo de otro país. Que se juntó y dijo, che, ¿y si streamemos videojuegos y hablamos boludeces en Twitch? Y dijimos, bueno, dale. Así que tienen programación de lunes a jueves por Twitch y en algunos canales particulares nuestros también por YouTube. Los lunes están las chicas. Ese teléfono. Está Flor y Corina. La verdad no me acuerdo que estuvieron jugando. Los martes y los jueves estoy yo. Vamos a estar con esto por lo menos hasta mitad de octubre. Para después jugar algo de terror por Halloween. Si no, hacemos lo mismo que hicimos el año pasado, que jugamos el 31, pero el 31 capaz que jugamos un juego de mesa en vez de jugar algo en la compu. Los miércoles está Juan Cruz. que juega... Ahora está jugando LOL, creo. Pero bueno, me ponen seguir al canal y les va a aparecer la notificación cuando aprendamos. Y además también hay programas a la tarde relacionados con la actividad del agua y la actividad del sofá. Está la radio, que está a la mañana y a la tarde, creo. Y después, por lo menos en mi caso, en YouTube, en @MartyGalletitas, también está ahí el canal. Pueden ver todos los programas anteriores. Estamos cerca de los 50 programas, por cierto. Te estuvo sonando el celular. Y... ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? No, nada más. Eso es todo. Bienvenidos sean. Espero volver a verlos por acá. Pero bueno.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Supuestamente en PlayStation eso te daba un... Yo estoy jugando en Xbox 360. ¡Qué antigüedad! Eso te daba un trofeo.
Doc?
Esa charla.
Oh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuit.
¡Ay, me olvidé de
My
poner!
notebook. It should be in the
¡Ay, qué nabo!
toolbox.
Todo el día pensándolo. ¡Ay, viste! De Marty. Porque dije, vamos a ver si puedo participar de el How Long to Beat. Login. Tuki 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 tuki. Tuki tuki tuki. Tuki 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 tuki. Tuki 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 tuki. Soy humano. En todos los animales, en serio, todos los animales sentados, me tenés que... Estas imágenes de inteligencia artificial, por Dios. Vamos a poner login. Vamos a ir a lo que estamos jugando, que es Back to the Future. Back to the Future. Porque no me acordaba. Acá. Start. Ahí está. Ahora sí estamos. Desde Corrientes nos están mirando. Bueno, hola. Y fíjate si... Ah, no, ya se pasó. Hay uno que me dijo... Todavía me río. Esperen, ya seguimos. Acá. ¡Oh! ¡Oli, viejo tierno! ¡Scarlett! ¡Volvé! Te estoy saludando, abuelito, me pongo triste. Soy tu nieta. Para mí que se equivocó el canal. Quería buscar algún par de tetas y bueno, se equivocó. ¿Qué se le va a hacer? Bueno, sigamos. Move the left stick in the direction you like to walk. La I me da... La I me da pistas. Con la RS no hace nada, por lo visto. Ah, sí. ¡Oh! ¡Que toqué! Ah, me muestra lo que... como el diario, ok. You like Marty to walk. Now select the toolbox to search for the notebook. ¿Y cómo la selecciono? Con la A.
Notebook.
Okay.
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it.
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If I never fell
Hay
into the
lámparas,
wrong hands,
si no me
the
equivoco.
consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. Is mass equals I times Z and E equals the square root of Z times...
Doc, shouldn't we get out of here before the Libyans show up?
Es muy parecida a la voz de Coso, ¿eh?
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake.
Doc! Doc, no!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom. It was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Well, you're safe and sound now.
Ah, mira la
Back in good old
foto.
1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap! I'm late.
Siempre también quise el tríptico de los 3 autos. Episodio 1. Lo que es canon también, y aconsejo leer, son los cómics de Volver al Futuro. Hay varios. Pero los cómics cuentan más el lado de qué pasó con Doc Borwn. Y a qué lados viaja con la locomotora. Incluso de esto hay un cómic también. Después de que salió todo el juego, salió un cómic.
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc's stuff. The city has no right to.
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
Select items around the lab to make sure Doc didn't leave anything dangerous lying around. Ok.
I miss Einstein.
Supongo que... Ah, esto era lo que me decía. Que tengo tuki 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 tuki.
Fish tank? I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste and decor. Kind of like Doc.
Es muy de los 2000 igual el juego,
nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example.
Ay, no me equivoqué. Bueno, no importa.
Hey, Dad. Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
What's Biff doing here? He wasn't a friend of Doc's.
It's a public sale, Marty. Everyone's allowed. Even Biff.
No, ese paparulo no está... No es necesario que esté.
Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you
Vamos
know
a
I
cambiar el
don't go
mate.
in for that mystical stuff, but I do
Por
think
agua.
they can reflect how you're feeling about the future. What did you dream?
Oh, just weird stuff about Doc.
Well, that's understandable, don't you think?
I guess, but I feel like it was telling me something. I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes,
No es
you've told
necesario
us
que me
he's not
tiren ya una
dead.
pista.
He's
Estoy
on a trip.
terminando de hablar.
Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary?
Tendría que ver
I
si las
hate
puedo
to
desconectar.
say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
Settings, hint level. No, más. Ahí está. No me joda la pelota.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him
Bueno,
better
pero
than I do,
se-
son. But
se
the
subió a un
bank
tren y
is
se
within
fue.
its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
No quiero mirar todavía la George Town Square Model. Uf.
Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old
Oh,
dude.
Dios.
He's good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Can I see that model courthouse for just a second? I need to get something out of it.
Like what? A not guilty verdict? That was a joke.
Oh,
Bastante mala.
but really, can I?
Nah, I think I'll hold on to it.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, looky what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something.
No quiero ayuda. Para eso la Town Square Model.
Doc must have whipped up some crazy compounds in that cauldron. It smells like beef stew.
Scientific Equipment.
Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything.
Ah, directamente lo...
Feels like that was a lifetime ago. Actually, I guess it was.
Jukebox.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Y dejó... Ah, no lo dejó. Beef. Bat, Transformer, Scientific Equipment, Beef. No, porque tengo que ver también el otro. Bueno, pará, vamos a hablar con Beef.
Looks like a hand crank lightning rod, or maybe a lightning powered pencil sharpener.
Pará, vamos a hablar con Beef.
Hey,
a ver qué
Biff.
dice.
I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to
Buah.
get over it and move on.
¿Cuándo lo cago a trompadas?
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
Sí. Sí, te estoy diciendo
Just can't let you
ignorante.
keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
Never mind.
Muy bien la voz del muchacho que hace de Marty, ¿eh? Para que quiero ver los relojes.
Wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him.
Ah, ¿no puedo seguir para allá? Ok, pensé que sí. Amplifier. More clocks, Town Square Model, Amplifier Controls, Amplifier, Fish Tank, George y Martijita.
Hey, Dad,
Ok.
why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Oops.
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Press the X button to open your inventory. Ok. ¿Y cómo cambio de ítem? Ah, con... Ok.
I keep this picture of my dad to remind me that even the most hopeless losers can grow up to be pretty cool guys.
Ok. Mira qué simpático. Now select the amplifier to plug in the guitar.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Oh, here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks. Wow, that was sizzling hot, like a melting ice cube.
Let's make some noise. And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks for warming them up for me, butthead.
Biff, I thought I told you not to take my son's guitar.
Oh, right. Sure thing, Mr. McFly. I was just warming them up for you, Marty. Let's see what you got.
Bien, 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 bien.
Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
Supuestamente tiró el coso, ¿no?
I better not crank it up anymore. I really don't want to blow this thing out again.
No entiendo. Entonces, ¿qué tengo que ir a...? Books.
Doc sure did love his Jules Verne.
Ahora, ¿y por qué no me...? O sea, claramente Biff tiene que agarrar la
Enough of that junk.
guitarra, pero no sé cómo.
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
No estoy entendiendo. ¿Tendré que hacer algo con este buen
Hey,
hombre?
Dad. About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
Claro. ¿Qué te
I
haces?
guess you can.
¿Qué te haces el canchero?
Okay,
Eras un
son,
boludo en los
I'll stay
50.
out of your way.
Pará,
You
¿los
know where
50
to
fue?
find me.
That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've
¿Del
got an obligation to
85
protect it.
a qué año
Now,
fue?
hold
Al
on a
55.
minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
Yeah.
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
I'll keep looking around.
Del
Thanks,
85
Dad.
fue al 55. Originalmente. ¿Qué estoy jugando?
Ah, del 85 fue el 55.
Ah,
Son
ok.
30 años para el pasado, 30 años para el futuro.
You want to hear a number
¿viste?
by Biff and the Biff Tones? Always happy to play for my adoring fans.
¿Viste que tenía que hacer algo más? Ay, Dios.
Now watch me blow the lid off
A
this
ver cómo
joint.
se ve. Bien.
Whatever you
bien, bien, bien.
say. Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Doc, where are you?
¡Ay, la musiquita! Amo la musiquita esa. Dios. Mucho tiempo tenía como notificación de celular el ruidito de ecos. Marty, ¿no podés caminar un poco más rápido?
Doc? Einstein! Where do you come from,
Si
boy?
esto me sale
Didn't you bring Doc with
bien,
you?
el 26, 1, 3. El 8 de octubre estaríamos terminando y después ya arrancaríamos con alguno de terror. Cortito. Bueno, a ver.
Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc. Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits.
Ok.
I can use those to enter a date into the time
Okay.
circuits.
Y acá nos vamos a enterar por dónde andaba Doc.
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you've come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whatever it is. I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Ok.
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
Y pero el zapato, Marty querido.
This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc. This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff.
Ok. No me sirvió de nada esto. Follow the trail to Doc. Sí, ya lo sé eso.
Nah. I don't think so.
Bueno, supongo que me tengo que ir y hacer algo con Einstein.
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie? What do you know about this shoe, Einie?
Ah, viste. A ver.
Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Ok.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie? What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
Vuelve a decirle
Why
Einie
couldn't Doc
otra
have
vez
invented a dog translator?
y rompo todo.
I guess there's time for a quick game.
¿Seguro? Ah, lo hace solo. Ok. No tengo que hacer nada yo.
Okay, now I'm ready. Starbase 0. I hope Jimmy's fixed the wild gunman machine.
I see you sneaking into that liquor store, young man.
Es la Karen del barrio.
On second thought, I don't really want to go in there.
Claro, pero capaz que tengo que hacer algo con el zapato. Porque claramente el zapato es de la señora.
A1 liquor. I like the new bars Mr. Figgins put on the windows. Very secure.
Ah, ya fue, toca.
Step away from the door.
Ah!
Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
E. Strickland. You aren't related to Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes, what's old man Strick? I mean, what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced for myself, slacker.
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Nada que ver, pero antes de seguir. Hoy muy temprano, muy temprano. 7:49 para ser más exacto. Estaba sentado en la compu. Siempre abro WhatsApp para joderte un ratito a vos un rato después. Veo en archivados un 1 que es que claramente nuestros vecinos estuvieron activos desde las 7:49 de la mañana. Lo primero que veo es un mensaje reenviado, un audio reenviado que claramente dice reenviado muchas veces. Listo. Ya dije, acá la cagaron otra vez. Esta manga de desquiciados que tengo de vecinos. Efectivamente, era un audio de que había todo un movimiento de arreglo entre la municipalidad y los camioneros para poner en vigencia una disposición de vehicular de hace 8 años de que no podés estacionar del lado izquierdo de las avenidas que están paralelas a no sé qué calles. No, cualquiera, todo lo que decían que te salía 20.000 pesos a ellos les pagaban 20.000 pesos cada auto acarreado para vos después cobrarte 70.000 pesos la multa. Dice, y lo que pasa... No, déjalo así. Después lo acomodo yo. Lo que pasa, dice, es que... te lo hacen a cualquier hora. Y acá es cuando es el segundo dato que a vos te tiene que caer y darte cuenta de que te estás comiendo un verso por WhatsApp. Primero el reenviado muchas veces. Ya está. Eso ya es un datazo. Y después dice, no, porque el otro día vinieron familiares de Santa Fe. Y como a las 2:30 de la mañana escuchamos que la grúa se estaba llevando... ¿Qué? Mi administrativo municipal va a estar trabajando a 2:30 de la mañana. Señor, por favor, señor. No, son un desastre. Los vecinos, la verdad, que ya me tienen los quinotos por el suelo. No.
State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well,
¿Eh?
see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here.
Ah, pero estaban todos. Ay, gracias por
puppy.
avisarnos. Que es importante que nos cuidemos. Ay, es mentira. Dense cuenta que es mentira. ¿Quién va a salir con una grúa a las 2:30 de la mañana en no sé, 19:60 a acarrear autos? Un martes. Dale, no trabajan esa hora si les pagan 4 pesos. Mirá que voy a trabajar. ¿Me pagas 4 pesos de mierda? Es una manera de decir 4 pesos, no se lo tomen literal. 4 pesos de mierda, ¿para qué? Para cargar un auto a las 2:30 de la mañana. Pero métetelo en el culo el pedido de trabajo. Esperá que me levante y vaya a trabajar a las 8 de la mañana. Bueno, estábamos con la señora. Que teníamos el zapato que era de ella. Claramente es de ella el zapato. ¿Tengo que hacer así? No lo tengo que hacer así. Capo, qué difícil que es a veces este juego, Ahí está.
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
Ah, Edna reconoció ese zapato. Edna zorra, ¿qué anduviste haciendo? ¿Qué es, el del mismo lado encima? Hoy me estuve enterando cómo nació el Minotauro, por cierto, porque estuve viendo el... Me estoy poniendo al día con la Romy Escalora y llegamos a cómo nació el Minotauro. Todo tan turbio, tan turbio. Tan fiesteros en Grecia, además, déjame joder. Bueno, señora.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Nunca aprendí a la
Have a seat, Sonny.
¿Dónde?
Hey, you kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Ay, qué intensa la vieja.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
The candy looks older than I am. Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. Then don't touch anything.
¿De qué me sirvió hacer eso?
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture.
¿Siempre lo mismo? ¿Me va a sacar?
Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall, Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
Me equivoqué ahí.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars?
Go ahead, dear.
Man, these are powerful. I could see Biff going into the video store.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches. Yeah, he's nothing but an out-of-control hedonist, just like his father.
If there's a clue to finding Doc out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking. Miss Strickland?
Vamos a hablar con Edna.
Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes?
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But...
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
A speakeasy? In Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
Los speakeasy eran lugares donde durante la prohibición de alcohol en Estados Unidos se vendía alcohol.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Ah, muy
Any idea
bien.
what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Lieutenant! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
¿Por qué no me contaste esto? ¡Ay, sos un idiota! ¡Sos un estúpido! De repente, lo primero que pensé dije, primero dije, ay, pobre, porque sé que le están quitando medicamentos a la gente en PAMI. Hoy me enteré que hay un montón. Y dije, ay, pobre. Y después digo, a ver quién es, así le hablamos a Hernán Márquez. Lo segundo que pensé fue, ay, lo hackearon. Lograron hackearlo. Y después lo entendí. Que hay gente nueva en el chat, amor.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
Por favor.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Sos un idiota.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Miss Strickland lost that shoe the day the speakeasy burned down. But when was that? Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
Ay, ahora entendí el chiste.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Clint Eastwood plunges to death on runaway train.
¡Ah! Eso es un...
All right, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down?
Bueno, todo querés también. Ay, qué pibe. Qué difícil que le hace todo en bandeja querés servido, pibe. Los binoculares,
Mind if
Augusto.
I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Los binoculares y ahí me va a decir desde cuándo está esto. Ay, Dios.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Dale, ¿en serio, chabón? ¿Tengo que todo preguntarle a
Excuse me, Miss
Edna?
Strickland? I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. Yeah, I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
¿Y los trofeos?
I didn't even know they gave out trophies for best litter columnist.
Ok, no, los trofeos no. Bien. ¿Otra vez el radiador? O sea, acércate, ya está. ¿Sabés que fue en febrero del 32? No hay más charla con esta señora.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his Carl Sagan. It's Doc.
¡Es el Dr. Brown!
What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order. Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out!
Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Bien, ahí vamos a viajar en el tiempo.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's a costume. Tonight's the big Halloween party.
Halloween party? In May? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein? Time circuits on. Flux capacitor fluxy. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Tan linda la musiquita. Ay, qué lindo.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man in the street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
Están muy bien los actores de voz, están muy bien.
There's got to be some sort of mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
You can mark me down as a supporter,
the young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Ask him where I can get the address.
Ah, I see! Because you want to blast it to smithereens just like Carl Sagan did. With public-spirited citizens like you around, the lawless element will be on the run in no time. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Sonny Crockett, Harry Callahan o Corleone. Vamos por Harry Callahan.
Harry Callahan.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Callahan. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet. I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
Y que claramente debe estar en la estación de policía. Ah, mirá, definitivamente puedo caminar más rápido.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
Bueno, no sé cuál más rápido está corriendo. No, tengo el palo que no lo veo. Ay, Dios. Ay, estos controles.
Doc.
Marty.
Doc.
What are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system. Of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't?
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan?
A plan? Right. But what?
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Bueno,
jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Estoy buscando una cosa, Sí, Palworld sale $30 en la tienda de cosas.
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a pulpy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed. Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided, do you?
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen. A few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me! 1931 me!
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely!
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Es como bastante lineal el juego igualmente, ¿eh? No, eso no es malo. Ah, me podía mover, ok.
McFly?
Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
Este sería
That's better. What are you looking at,
algún
punk?
familiar de Biff.
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well?
Y este es el abuelo de Marty.
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly?
Yes?
That hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey, anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
No.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline. Well, we were born only yesterday and know nothing, and our days on Earth are but a shadow. Actually, I won't be born for about 40 years.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who, may I say, is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Oh!
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Va a haber que volver acá, me parece. Va. Vamos a hablar con Doc primero. Antes de... Oh, ¿qué
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Claramente acá voy a tener que hacer algo, si no, no me muestran todas estas cosas. Hacía mucho no jugaba una aventura gráfica igual, ¿eh? Ok, vamos a... Dios, los controles. ¿Qué pasa, Einstein? ¿Por qué estás acá?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Ay, otra vez con el Einie. Tuki, 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 tuki. Vamos a hablar con Doc Borwn. Ahí estamos.
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm, Harry Callahan.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, h2 of a multiplied by the inversion of h has to come out less than expectation value of a, right? What am I missing?
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party of the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Or do we take a...
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Bah.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Callahan, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Ay, ¿se tildó? ¿Que me desconecté? No, pero acá estaba funcionando todo, ¿eh? ¿Estás en Twitch o en YouTube? ¿Y en YouTube? ¿Cómo venimos? Dale, por favor. Porque la verdad que no, esto acá no me está tirando ningún...
No, en YouTube estás.
Ah, es en Twitch entonces.
Es en el tele.
¿Y en la aplicación?
Eso para, no seas ansioso.
Ah, es el tele entonces. Hoy leí que con esto de que me quiero comprar el PlayStation Portal, que hoy estuve jugando, por cierto, con el teléfono. ¿El control? No tengo ni idea en dónde está. Espera que pongo pausa. Hoy leí que habría que conectar la Play al modem para que funcione mejor. La Play ya de por sí. El tele también tendríamos que ver. Porque este es un modem mucho más moderno que el que teníamos.
Sí.
Por eso no se nos corta internet ni nada por el estilo. Pero bueno, leí como esas cosas.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong. Oh, let's start over.
Va, vamos a hablar con el otro Emmet. Porque sos bastante intenso de adolescente, Emmet. Igual me bajó el rating.
Psst, Doc.
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
Well, I met your younger self.
Great.
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
Esperen, ¿eh? Sí, pero en la compu también funciona.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Oh, Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections. So I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him. But right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... the Hill Valley Expo!
The Expo?
Yes, the Expo. How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know. H to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Maybe not.
¿Y en dónde está Emmet? Ahí está.
Force equals mass times acceleration, of course. That's Newton. But how many newtons are required to maintain a constant mass if acceleration is reduced by the
¿Y si lo grabo?
inverse of the derivative?
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Callahan.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
No sé.
Not sure what that...
Ay, no sé qué hacer.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Callahan.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it. Or do we take H's hand and take it in line up?
A ver qué me dicen acá. No me ayudó mucho la pista. Vamos a hablar otra vez con Coso.
Psst, Doc!
Marty, how goes the escape plan?
Tengo un montón de cosas que...
I'm still not making any headway with your younger self, Doc.
Really?
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
¿Ves? Tengo que grabarlo para que este lo escuche, pero no sé cómo.
have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit,
¿Y qué pasó con Clara?
I have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
So
Ahí
how
vamos.
are Clara and the kids?
They're fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Me and Jennifer? In 2011?
Oh, forget I said anything.
Where'd the DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
Yeah?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine, one that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
I found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy.
Mirá, acaba de explicar cómo hay otro DeLorean. Porque el juego es canon dentro de Volver al Futuro. Entonces lo que está explicando es que en la primera película, cuando el rayo le pega en 1955, creó un duplicado del DeLorean y lo mandó 70 años en el futuro, al 2025, el año que viene. Y entre todas las aventuras que hizo, viajó al 2025 para recuperar ese DeLorean de Griff Tannen. Que no sé quién será Griff Tannen. No me acuerdo.
So that DeLorean...
That's for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus...
No, ese es Biff, no Griff.
Minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.
¿Quién?
El abuelo. Uno de los Tannen.
Pero en el futuro, 2025.
Ah, bueno, debe ser el nieto.
Seguramente.
So, what were you doing in 1931 anyway?
Oh, nothing terribly exciting. Indulging in a little personal nostalgia, picking up a few rare out-of-print books to surprise Clara on her birthday, solving a historical mystery or two. The usual.
The usual? You lead a pretty unusual life, Doc.
It's an unusual universe, Marty.
I hate to tell you, Doc, but your last time departed display is on the fritz.
It is? So how did you find me?
I found one of Edna Strickland's shoes in the DeLorean.
How did one of her shoes get in the DeLorean?
Einstein took it from her.
He did? How strange. Heidi almost never attacks people. Not without a good reason, anyway.
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's Tannen is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma.
Okay.
What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
What's the story with this kid Tannen jerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
3 hours?
No kidding.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna? We never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socioeconomic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just about lost her mind.
That would explain a lot. I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we saved me from a grisly death in 1931.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Ok, necesito grabarlo. A ver si primero tengo que hacer algo con esto.
Marty.
Ah.
Marty.
Ah.
¿Dónde está? Ahí está.
Will you just give me a chance?
¡Ay, Dios! ¿En serio? ¿Otra vez? No sé cómo hacer para grabarlo. Oh, tengo que frenar y ahora me tiene que... Okay. Vamos a buscarlo. Vamos a buscarlo. O sea, sé lo que tengo que hacer.
The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say it.
A ver. No, y ahora sale. Y ahí ya está. Me jodí. A ver. No, pero no quiero que me digan cómo conseguir los cosos. Ahí está.
Think h to the a multiplied by the inverse of a, h to the a multiplied by the inverse of a.
No me tenía que acercar mucho nada más.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the a multiplied by the inverse of a, h to the a multiplied by the inverse of a.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense.
¿Para comida?
I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está Emmett? Allá. Ahí viene. ¡Emmett!
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Callahan.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator?
Yeah.
Great Scott! If h is the Hamiltonian, then h to the a multiplied by the inverse of h can only be the same as the expectation value for a. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning?
Vamos a... Antes... Sí, perdón.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
Shh! It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Ok. Necesitamos alcohol. Y ahora podemos hablar con Edna. Bueno, pero vamos a una pausa chiquita. Así cenamos todos. Y después seguimos. Esperen que vamos a guardarlo por las dudas. Ah, pero no me deja guardarlo. Bueno, vamos a dejarlo así. Vamos a una pausa chiquita y seguimos en un ratito. No se vayan. Y si están llegando, me esperan 10 minutos, un poquito menos. Y ya seguimos. Aprovechen a cenar y a ir al baño y etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. sigamos. ¿Estamos? ¿Estamos o...? ¿Estamos o ya se me fueron todos? Ya se fueron todos esta hora. Olvídate. Bueno, no importa. Que caigan los invitados. Bueno, vamos a iniciar esto otra vez. Vamos a poner pausa acá. Vamos a ir acá y... ¿Se escucha esto? Sí, se escucha. Sigamos con esto.
Miss Strickland. Oh, hello, Mr. Callahan. Try not to draw
¿Cómo va, Jota?
attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage,
Ay, gracias.
St. Francis
Tengo
Xavier
postre,
Ranch
chicos.
for unwanted children, Foggy Mountain Home for the incurably insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of
Obviamente
the
que esto se come
SSS?
ahora.
They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup, but I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions...
Yeah?
You can let me know when they're running low on soup.
Ok. Esperen que tengo que buscar una cosita nada más.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
Okay.
I got a book.
Oh? Where?
Vamos a ver qué sucede acá adentro.
Hey, Q-Ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup.
Y seguramente acá...
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Necesitamos la sopa especial. Ok. Espérate. ¿Está pasando algo? Oh. Ok. Ok. Ahí hay algo entonces. No, pelotudo. ¿A quién vas a llamar?
Brown residence.
Ay, otra vez lo mismo. Sí, pero al pedo, Marty.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Y acá está Emmett.
Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't gonna let us do an experiment on their barrels.
No, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety, right. Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Could I have a bowl of soup?
We're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried... paprika?
Paprika?
I just think it could use a little color.
Color?
¿Para qué me sirve hacer todo esto? No entiendo.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Ok, ahí había que hacer algo y no sé qué.
Okay, I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried parsley? It might help to complement the mellow flavor of the cabbage.
Compliment the mellow. What are you talking about?
Trust me.
You might be onto something.
Sí,
kid.
amor, porque no
Let me
está
see
en
what I
otro
got.
idioma que no sea inglés.
Eureka!
No entiendo. Ah, ¿viste? Oh!
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tennant's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow.
Ok, vamos a hablar con Edna. A ver, Edna querida.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Callahan. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
The Stay Sober Society.
That's right. They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett, volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Wait there! Harry! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
They're a bunch of really great guys.
We don't know that.
They're really polite.
We don't know that.
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but a Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but...
But what?
But it's still impossible.
But I promised Miss Strickland. It means so much to her.
The answer is still no.
But think of the Stay Sober Society. What'll happen to them?
They can all fall off the wagon for all I care.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No. I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait! You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face. Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett. Now all we gotta do is serve that subpoena, and we're off to build your rocket drill.
And get my patent.
Yeah, your patent.
Bien. Ahora qué.
This subpoena's for Arthur McFly?
Have you seen him?
For a few seconds in the soup kitchen, but I think he's gone back into hiding.
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
What do you know about Arthur McFly?
Certified accountant. Graduated Hill Valley 5 classes ahead of me. Seems like a nice fellow, actually.
How did he get mixed up with a guy like Kid Tannen?
Who knows? Sometimes people find themselves stuck in situations they can't get out of.
How about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Yep, that's a Tannen, all right. You have to deliver a lot of subpoenas?
Father's always sending me out
Okay,
to do
tengo
these
que
dirty
encontrarlo
jobs.
a Coso,
He wants to expose me to
entonces.
different kinds of people. All he's exposed me to is a lot of new curse words.
If serving subpoenas is such dirty work, why don't you just say no?
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
You could get shot.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
We'll get that subpoena delivered, or my name isn't...
Harry Callahan!
Yeah.
A ver qué me dice. Pero...
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here. How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Okay.
Where's the office?
I forget.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
Could I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
¿Por qué se afanó el gorro?
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett! Emmett!
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen! Hey! Al, fix me up!
learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out.
Y si Einstein me ayudó a encontrar el zapato, me va a ayudar a encontrar a McFly. Quiero creer. Si esto funciona como corresponde. ¿Viste?
Hey, honey, come here for a sec, boy. Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out.
Bastante lógicos los puzzles, ¿eh? Bastante lógicos.
Huh. Deja vu.
Need any help?
Never mind.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know! Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
We've got something for you.
It's a
subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
No, right.
I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry. Some other time.
Oh, ¿y ahora? A ver qué me dicen acá. Algo del Town Center. Ok, tengo que volver. Town Square. Pero ¿por qué tengo que volver? ¿Otra vez? Ok, tengo que ir hacia ellos. No sé para qué.
Well, well, look who's back. They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get 'em, Matches.
¿Otra vez? Ay, no entiendo.
Down from there, you son of a...
Ay, otra vez tengo que usar esto.
Bitch, right now. That's an order. Don't make me angry, Smucko. Get... What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now. You can't get away that easy. Nobody puts one over on Kid Tannen and lives to tell about it. You're dead meat, twerp. What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
¿Y ahora?
You're only making it worse for yourself. The longer you wait, the longer I'm gonna take evacuate your guts!
Einstein, help!
Me ayuda el perro. Ok.
Yeah, lay off! Get away from me, you crazy mutt!
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram. Hey! Where'd he go?
You let him get away, idiot!
Y ahora sí. Puedo ir y hacerlo bajar. Por acá era, ¿no? Sí, por acá. Estos controles. Está bien. Ahora toco timbre.
What now?
Voy a la cosa esta y la uso en Arthur. No, me está hablando. Ah, no, está bien, sí.
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Where's Kid?
I don't want to record them right now.
Y ahora le doy esto.
I need to get this subpoena into Arthur McFly's hands, so young Doc will have the time to help me bust old Doc out of jail. Arthur McFly?
Yeah?
Got something for you.
Thanks. A subpoena?
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest? But Kid'll kill me. Stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh.
Bien.
Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
Doc!
I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good. Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
Are you sure this is gonna work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Well, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuberbacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
Oh, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction. I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
Emmett?
Coming, Father! Father!
Don't you father me, child.
don't you go feed the ducks, Father?
Feed. Ah, ok. Bien.
Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes?
Spark. Esto. Bien.
I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish it would go on a diet.
¿Otra vez? ¿Esto?
Excellent. Now twist the valve there.
Bien.
Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here!
Oops.
You're going to find out.
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook.
Flame.
Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy?
Okay.
This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel.
You're going to find out.
Stop being such a crank.
¡Pará! ¡De a una! Food.
Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
Crank. Eating. 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 ¡No! ¡Me equivoqué! Oh, la cagué.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Don't you turn your back on me!
You're
going to find out.
I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish it would go on a diet.
Bien.
Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it. This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel.
No.
What did you
Hot
do?
air, no.
Emmett, who are you talking to
Okay.
in there?
No one, Father.
Bien.
You're going to find
Otra
I
vez.
don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years.
Fed. Bien.
This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
Okay. Shock. Bien.
Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop.
Hot.
Stop being such a crank.
Bien.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
¿Está?
Ah, halfway there.
Bien.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work. You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. Should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria.
Bien.
Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes?
Von Browns have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man, Emmett.
Won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
Your mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man. Someday.
Know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer.
Pressure? You're a child. You don't know anything about pressure.
Can't you see this is eating me up inside? Almost there.
Okay.
Emmett!
Coming, Father! By Galileo's rotations, do you ever listen to yourself? You don't don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? Why must you always scatter condescension my way? Name one great thing ever generated by a lawyer. If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms? This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
Ay, no lo entendí.
Just pay attention to what I say.
Damn it! I'm not through with you yet!
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? You call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building a good start. Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. Or maybe your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? Do I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue? Won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
Okay.
What use is a microorganism for law? I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas.
Ahí está.
Up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Are you okay? You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. We... Oh!
What?
Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill and you and I
can take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Harry, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
Oh, in about, I'd say...
Ay, pobre.
I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the patent office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it. I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Ah, era bueno, Emmet, al final.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Harry! You're too late!
Too late? The Doc's not supposed to be...
moving him to another facility for safekeeping. Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
Paddy wagon intercepted. Suspect slain. And they're still after him. But how am I gonna rescue him now? There's no way Ed and his bike is gonna be fast enough to catch up with that paddy wagon. Or is there? At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece.
Ah, y ahí le pongo eso, ok.
All right, I'm coming, Doc.
Marty!
You're still in danger, Doc. I've got to get you out of here.
What's that?
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here and we'll talk later.
¿Cómo? Ah, ahí hay algo. Ok. Front window, toolbox. Ok. Acá hay algo para hacer con la antena. Ok, vamos para atrás. Vamos para el otro lado. Front window, rear window, spare tree. ¿Qué hago con esto? Ok, ¿qué tengo? ¿Qué agarré? Agarré la antena. Agarré el coso para sacar las ruedas. Bien. ¿Esto qué hace?
Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, Marty.
Ah, ok. No me sirve de nada.
I'll wait right here.
¿Y esto? ¡Es Beef! No, Beef no, Kid. Y... Ay, no sé qué tengo que hacer.
Keys. How do I get him?
¿La antena? Ok, no, la antena no. ¿No es más? No, claramente la antena no. Ok, volvamos.
The keys are on the dashboard, but I can't reach them.
You need a protraction appurtenance.
¿Qué?
A reach extender.
Sí, ya lo tengo.
Kid Tannen's driving the truck.
Kid Tannen? That explains a lot.
I need a distraction.
Leave it to me. Hey, driver! You're driving too fast. Watch how you take those curves. What are you trying to do?
Y ahí sí puedo.
Kill me.
Okay.
Not quick enough. I object to your tone of voice, and I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable. Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver. Don't ignore me. You!
Ah!
Phew. Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Streak.
How did you know that?
I have my sources.
No, volvé. Volvé, volvé. Ah, no puedo. Y sí, si tenés la llave, boludo.
Stand back, Doc.
Marty! Oh!
¡Ana miércoles!
Eat lead, Sagan. Ow!
Ah, okay.
Son of a bitch. How you doing, Doc?
¿Y ahora?
Oh! This is a rescue!
That's the idea. Doc!
Oh!
Y por algo está todo en mayúscula.
Throttle.
Ay! Oh!
Doc, are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
¡El perro!
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
¿Otra vez estoy desapareciendo? ¡Mentira que termina ahí! Ok, ok. Primer episodio terminado. Vamos a poner pausa en esto. 2 horas 15 nos llevó el primer episodio. 39 segundos el primer episodio. Ay, tenemos el próximo episodio. Ay, a ver.
We'll have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
Hey, fellas.
All right, McFly. Let's go see the boss.
History says Tanner will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name of Danny Parker.
I fear that nothing will save Hill Valley from descending into the fires of chaos and corruption.
Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over.
Kid Tannen. Bueno, muy bien. El primer capítulo. Ah, la musiquita es lo más. Bueno, bien. Bien el primer capítulo. Ya lo hemos terminado el primer episodio. El jueves seguimos con el segundo. ¿Qué tengo que hacer ahora? ¿Lo tengo que dejar así como está? Qué lindo que es, Dios. Mirá qué linda captura de pantalla. ¿Qué es esto? Ahí, Back to the Future. Bueno, los abandono. Agradezco a todos los que han venido. No sé si todavía están por ahí. Espero verlos el jueves. Incluida la desquiciada que me dijo que era mi nieta. Así que bueno, cuídense. Nos estamos viendo. Recuerden, tenemos programación de lunes a jueves. 7 y 7 y media. A la mañana está la radio. A la tarde ponen música también. Después hay otro programa más que todavía no lo vi, que no me acuerdo cómo se llama. Veo la notificación. Nos pueden seguir en todas nuestras redes sociales. Esperen que cambie de página. Así, ahí estamos. Acá arriba están las dos. Agus de Barrio. No, acá. Agus de Barrio. Con doble S en Instagram. Y Sos Bahía Sports. También en Instagram. Nos siguen, nos pueden escribir. Y nos estamos viendo el jueves con el segundo episodio de Volver al Futuro. Cuídense, esperen que ponemos música. Como siempre. Algo copado. Algo copado y me aparece Katy Perry en Rock in Rio. No, gracias. No, igual esta ya la habíamos escuchado. Sí. Acá. Cuídense mucho. Nos estamos viendo.